Welcome, man. It feels like a long time. It really does. But we're finally here, man. We're finally here. And to let you guys know exactly what I'm talking about is man, dude, we back. Episode 35. It's really like 38 because like three of them episodes was that no name Saturday show, just kind of coming on, coming off. But I told people on what was on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken, or whatever day that Thursday, whatever day that Legendary Beast had uh their con. I was like, man, I'm officially back. And it took a while with with work and scheduling and family stuff and everything like that. The hobby from a kind of like, I don't want to say like took a pause. It just took a pause from a more like standpoint of YouTube, so to say. Like just the YouTube aspect took a pause. You were still collecting, still unboxing stuff just behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Still watching and lurking and everything like that, man. There was a lot of new channels came in that time. You had Collector's Table came. A lot of channels blew up. Dr. Mike's channel blew up. Other channels grew. uh Casual Nerd Problems, The Everyday Collector, like a bunch of channels grew. Black Ice, a lot of channels, kind of found that footing and grew in that 2 year span, man. Some channels went away. You didn't see as many reviews and stuff, like the Extreme channel, things like that. Um, but we're finally back, and it feels good to be able to, come back and really just be a part of the community. You know what I mean? During that time, there was a lot of times where like you wanted to join, but like your heart wasn't in it, stuff like that. Or, a couple times we would come back for a couple weeks here and there and stuff like that. But again, I don't like forcing stuff because like I like really expressing myself, really always coming with a smile on everything like that. And if I can express myself, if I can't be myself, then you know it's kind of pointless. It's kind of how I see it. But that is the announcement. I'm officially back. The show will be back every Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. What is it? 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 Pacific Standard Time. So we'll be back there. Now, as far as the Cash and Out show, the Cash and Out show will officially be back as well. Yes, there used to be a line. The line would always say, "This is your one-stop shop for community interviews." Well, since then, we got my man. Shout out, Laura Vader. We got Norma Rich doing their thing. So it's not your one-stop shop for community interviews, but it is your one-stop shop for live community interviews. I guess in that aspect, man. So that will come back. I definitely liked. Uh, I like doing those shows because you get to like really like kind of learn new stuff about people. I'm pretty sure just like with just asking for a friend as well as a cash and out show, there's people that you didn't even know about in the community, things like that. So that aspect was very cool, just getting to see new people. Um, People behind the scenes. Some people just like you be like, damn, bro, you're a cop, like, or you're a veteran or a teacher or whatever. Like you wouldn't know these things. And the crazy people that throw away the boxes, you like. I remember one episode, and his name is Sunny Art. Sunny will be back on here as a guest, by the way. I was talking to him today, and I'm like, hey, I gotta bring you back. And like, I mean, I remember doing a cash and out show when he said he threw away the boxes. Like, bro, all the questions went out the window. I'm like, hold on, you throw away the boxes? You a crazy, you a crazy mofo, man. You a crazy mofo. Um, and then since then as well, you had channels like Constructive Outrage come on and blossom and come onto the scene and whatnot, man. Shout out to COC. Is all fun and games, or is it? But you can shout out Crippler, Darth Rashid, Shane, Critical Mass, AK. Man, got love all the guys in the community. There's other people out there, man. FBJ. Hey, as a kid, Reggie Miller was one of my favorite players, man. I got to rub it in every single time, man. Shout out Reggie Miller. But that's really everything, man. I'm back. Unboxings, reviews, all that stuff will be back. Got a couple new things. Obviously, Pokemon. I'm a big Pokemon fan. Still gonna unbox some cards here and there, stuff like that. Just get back, cover things, and just have a good time, man. But I want to hold you guys without that. We're bringing a Saturday, it formerly called Saturday Night Live Chat. Bring it back to Broke Boys Club, man. The BBC, #BBC, man. We're going to come up with, have some good intros, some good outros, have some fun. We're going to finally be bringing you guys our shirts, man. We can't be having that one crew with their shirts and we not having our shirts too, man. So we're going to get some shirts designed. And the back of the shirts is going to be crazy. That's all I'm going to say. But some stuff is coming in the works. But without further ado, man. Yeah, man. So this is episode 35 for the Saturday Night Live Chat. I keep saying that, Broke Boys Club, man. Just trying to, just keep saying that. But anyways, Danny Lee couldn't make it, man. You guys know the panel, man. Danny Lee couldn't make it. Celebrating Father's Day early. Shout out to Danny Lee and the fathers in his household. Wow. Hey, Chinese New Year, man. That's we got this inside joke. We keep saying it's Chinese New Year whenever, he's like, hey, you bringing the show back? I'm like, hey, Chinese New Year, bro. But it's over now. And Buck Fangs, Matt, you guys know Matt, and you guys know Keesis, man. It's just us 5. But hopefully we'll find a 6th member, or we'll just keep bringing on a guest, man. But Keesis, man, how are you doing today?
Pretty good, man. What's up to everybody in the chat? I am doing a dry fast, so I am.
Are you trying to lose
thirsty.
Weight?
I'm doing it more for health. So it's been
I feel like your audio. No, we can hear you. I can hear you. It just kind of like stopped. But
oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I feel you, man. Hey, man, I'm trying to get right too, man. Get back in the gym, shed about 15, 20. Get right, get light, make it happen. About to change everything, bro. I'm trying to get my facial hair just right, and once I get it just right, I'm gonna get a haircut. But I just won't you ever see them what's it called? I don't know. Some people just be like cavemans, bro. Like they a whole damn. I'm like, God dang. Bro,
yeah, I don't get that. I get barely connect, and then I get a mustache in this.
I was like, damn. Yeah, I lead off. But let's say what's up to the people, man. People who pay the bills around here. FBJ, what's going on, man? Luke, man. Good, Cash. Good to see you back. Good morning. I said good morning. Good to see you back, Cash. Hope you're doing well. Hey, no doubt, man. I'm definitely doing well. Well energized. Like I said, 2-year hiatus, man. It's been crazy. Dennis Perez, what's going on, man? What's going on? Top Gun Collector. That's another channel that came during this 2-year hiatus, man. So shout out to TGC there. Evan, what's going on? What's going on, Evan? Edwin Diaz, what's going on, man? Jose, welcome back. Welcome back to Dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to the same old place that you left at. No doubt, man. No doubt. The main man, what's going on? What's going on? Texas. Yeah, I know, man. See, we got this running joke that we say Chinese New Year or never, because he kept using that same excuse over and over every time we would kind of come try to bring the show back. So I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy Danny got a girl. That's all I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm happy Danny got a girl.
Man, he's been leaving us ever since.
Hey, man. They say cookies and milk is a good combination, so that's all I'm gonna say. What's up, Shane? What's up, Shane? What's up, fellow geeks, man? Gotham Cenobites. What's going on? What's going on? Damn. Terry said I had my full beard at 13. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Terry, the doctor told his mom, they said Terry's gonna go through puberty next year. He turned 13. Jesus Christ, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. But Keesis, before we get into the show, man, I wanted to ask you because you're somebody kind of like myself, and we had kind of talked about this privately before, where I was like, "Dang, man, you see these channels are growing and growing." I'm like, it's crazy. If we didn't have to take this same break, I felt like our channels. I'm not saying, and I'm not comparing it to any one person's channel. I'm just like, I felt our channels would have had, I don't know, at least double the growth. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Of what our channels have now. Not talking about of any other person, but just double of what we had now, just on the trajectory that the channels was going at that time anyway.
Yeah, I think
How you feel about that?
I think it's true. And I think it's mostly true, not necessarily that our content, or I'll speak for me basically.
Yeah.
Not saying my content would be better than everybody else's, right? I think it would be mostly um the time put in, since I was mainly a review video or channel. I
Yeah.
think that those kind of did better than the lives if somebody was consistent.
They did. They did.
And that's the one thing right now where, like, even Jim, if you look at his channel,
Hmm.
it's a long time between a statue review videos. They're not, the people that might have started out doing reviews aren't doing reviews no more. Um, unless it's a statue they really like or something's getting sent to them.
Right.
And but I think these were necessary breaks. Even from our conversations that we had, I think both of us took necessary breaks. And I think that even with me, since I've been on leave out of work right now, I've been on more lives, getting my face seen, posting a bit more consistently than I'm usually am.
Yeah.
Um, I just was able to record two more videos. Like I said, I got that podcast going on right now that's getting recorded tomorrow. So I think the break was needed so I can come back refreshed. So it's
Yeah.
exciting that you're back because your break was needed, and now you can have these brand new ideas and different things brought to the light.
True. True. Very true, man. Very true. Um. Yeah, and speaking of the podcast, it's crazy. I just got done watching episode 1 a couple days ago, actually. I got to start. I think I might have just started 2, but I definitely finished 1. And it's crazy having a buddy like that. Now I have my buddy in the Cashing Out group. His name is Keith. Keith doesn't collect. He does like Funko Pops, things like that. He always goes to Comic Cons, huge WWE fan, stuff like that. Cosplays, all that. And I kind of wanted to do something like that with him. He was probably the only person I could think of, like locally, that that I feel would be pop culture verse and wouldn't mind being on the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the hard part, is like getting somebody who's not camera shy, but that also is local, but that knows about this type of stuff enough to intervene. And it's crazy, man. But I love that idea. I think it's great. I see the episode 3 really picked up in viewership. Keep it up, man. Keep it up.
And when I put that video out, like these episodes, the podcast, I haven't been worried about views. I think a lot of the stuff that I put out right now, I'm not even worried about views, or likes or anything like that, right? I don't even say like subscribe, comment in my videos anymore. Like I just put it out. But it's literally us having fun talking, like how you would talk to your friend, arguing and stuff about what you think it's better or different things, things of that nature. Like coming up, we're gonna be talking about Star Wars. We all know the situations surrounding that.
The Acolyte. No, it's funny.
Yeah, it's going. So I mean, it's just two guys having fun, and I think that people can relate to that. So last episode 3 was anime heavy, right? It was anime heavy. There wasn't a lot going on, which sucked because right after I released that episode, the Venom trailer dropped, the Assassin's Creed trailer dropped, like just a bunch of stuff started dropping. So I mean, that's gonna happen, but that was mostly an anime talk, and a lot of people gravitated towards that anime talk, which, the anime community, if they find something that's anime, they're going to come out and they're going to show support not support, but they're going to view it and they're going to either like it or not. But yeah, it's just, if you have somebody that's just around you in your everyday life that you talk you shoot the shit with, and you guys talk about that kind of stuff. Show them your channel, let them know you do this, and then ask them and stuff like that. He already knew because we were in Texas together, and he already knew I had a channel reviewing statues, right? And he met Jim and stuff like that. So when I was like, "Hey, I'm doing a podcast. You want to come talk about your comic books?" And he was like, "Yeah." And we started talking about comic books, and then it just evolved to talk about pop culture and everything involved with it. So
heck yeah, it's fun. That's what's up. Yeah, it's definitely cool having a different dynamic, man. I like that. I really do like that, and I'll definitely be checking out future episodes. Now I do have a crazy story, right? So I would probably say like this was probably 2018-ish. I found these guys and they did something very similar. They both were they worked at Walmart, and the channel was predominantly about like just stories of work tales, just the crazy things that happen at work, coworkers, customers, etc., etc. They left Walmart, they both worked at GameStop, Amazon, etc., etc. So they was always about their work experiences. And so as the years go on, the podcast is still up, but one of the guy ends up getting a girlfriend. And they started to so both of them have girlfriends, and the one of them moves out with his girlfriend, right? Okay. So at this point, they all three start doing the podcast. The guy that moved out would come back over to the other friend's house with his girl, and essentially they ended up sleeping together behind the friend's back on his birthday. It's some weird, crazy stuff. And I know you're like, where the hell are you going with this? But I just had to tell the story because I'm just like, this was the favorite podcast I wanted.
So far left that.
But here's the thing, though. It got his videos, because this was like over 5 years of them doing this podcast. They got over like millions of views. He ended up deleting every video, lost all those views, and now his channel doesn't gain as much traction because that was the bulk of what the channel was about. And even though it's wrong, there's still going to be those other people out there who don't care, and they came specifically for that guy because he was very funny, very witty, had a Mr. X type personality, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, I don't know why I had to tell that story, but I had to tell the story. So
it's tragic as hell.
Yeah, man, definitely. But again, appreciate everybody for coming through. Not a heavy show tonight. Gonna keep it short. Again, the panel, myself, Keeses, Buck, Danny, and Matt. Probably just keep rotating the sixth member as a guest each week until I'm like, hey, you know what? That's a perfect fit. But I kind of wanted to keep the panel a little different than all the other shows. Therefore, it's not the same opinions over and over, or just the same like panel over and over.
Plus each of us are barely on other shows. We might pop up once in a blue moon, but
yeah, that's true. I'm definitely not gonna be out there too much like before. I mean, if somebody asks me, I'll definitely come on. But I'm not.
Yeah, I've been asked on a couple, but I've just been busy, getting back to work and stuff. So I've been busy.
Yeah.
But like I said, this Saturday today was like the only day that I was going to be free, and then I made Sunday free because I had the podcast, and that's about it.
Yeah, I feel you. So the one of the two topics I have, so I just got two topics, right? And then I want to just go over a few pictures because I'm very excited. Now, we've all seen the Legendary Beast pictures, but I gotta just ask you something based on how I'm thinking. All right, based on the vision I got. But topic number one is very simple, very short to the point, man. Does scale matter to you?
If you asked me this like 3 weeks ago, I would have said yes. But I am slightly getting out of that because I did pre-order the third scale Marcus, as we all know, from PCS. So
same here.
So whenever he's released, he's gonna be coming here. But
Definitely.
then,
Hey, it's time out real quick. I wasn't missing that Marcus.
no, I wasn't either. I missed the other one. The other one goes for way too much now. I know this one aftermarket was going to be crazy. I was
And
like,
now we talking about Underworld. Matt gonna randomly show up about 5 minutes from now. I guarantee. Like it is not a werewolf.
And then I also pre-ordered that Doomsday Bus from Tweeterhead, which I'm actually pretty excited for.
Okay.
Hold
on. And why did you get the Doomsday Bus, but you sold your XM Doomsday? I gotta know.
So because it was bigger, and I wanted to pair him with the Prime 1 Superman, the 4 scale.
Okay. So you want to pair with
the Doomsday that I had, the XM Doomsday, that's a big piece. I'm not gonna try to downplay it. It is, but for one, its base takes up so much room. It's hard to display it with other statues.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really if I got the Superman Hush, the 4 scale, it would have been hard to try to pair him with that, So I was like, you know what? I'll sell this, which was honestly great because somebody local came and picked him up and they got him for a deal. So I went ahead, sold him, and now I got that 3rd scale. So I'm hoping, and plus it's like, that's a really good 3rd scale, even though it's a bust or whatever. It's such a great deal. Like $400 for that is like crazy. But yeah, and then I'm thinking about the LBS Darkseid.
Really?
Because Darkseid, he comes in variations of how small or big he is. Now, if this, I think it's Tweeterhead, right? That's releasing their Darkseid. That just
they have a maquette.
Yeah, if he's a bigger size, that's a 5th scale. So if he's a bigger size and he does kind of pair with 4th scales, I might not get the LBS.
Oh, you mean if he's bigger than Sideshows?
Yeah, so if he's big, then I'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll rock with that. But if he's not, I'll start saving up to get that LBS Darkseid.
Okay, so that's actually a good point right there. How do you feel about Sideshow Collectibles Darkseid, but also I think there was one other, like, just statues that are super freaking good, but it's just like, bro, like this the size. Galactus, that's the other. The Galactus is like,
I was about to say Galactus. Galactus is
super good, but
and its price is ridiculous. I think that was more on their expensive, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like 8 something, maybe. I could be wrong, but
Galactus was $850, which wasn't bad. The light up was cool. It just was missing 7 inches, maybe.
Yeah,
6.
So it's hard when you have characters like Galactus and Darkseid, because when Darkseid was introduced, I think he was like a man, like a normal 6 foot something man. He wasn't huge. He didn't get big until the later runs, and then they said he can, like, make his size smaller or bigger, whatever the case may be. Same with Galactus. Galactus, he can make him size smaller or bigger. So when people were complaining about that at the time, I was like, oh, it's not bad, but it's like, what do you want in your collection? What do you want that character to be represented in your collection? So for me, I was like, this Darkseid, this LBS Darkseid can work. Like the big bad, even though he's 3rd scale, the big bad for my Justice League line could be crazy.
Okay, so the reason why I asked you about this topic, does scale matter to you? Because I actually really like the Superman,
LBS
Superman, and I'm really liking the Sideshow Superman, but they're both different enough where I'm honestly leaning towards getting them both. They're different enough to where I'm thinking about it.
I don't mind that, because I was thinking about getting the Prime 1 4 scale and the Sideshow 4 scale, and then selling which one that I don't really mess with that much. But that's not gonna happen. I like too much of the Hush Superman and the reworks they did with that versus just liking mainly the cape on that Sideshow Superman. That cape on the Sideshow Superman is fantastically done.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna share this real quick, and then like I'll get to pictures later. But like, Okay, so this is clearly museum. You know, there's nothing about it that says action other than he's. I guess it's a stoic pose action.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
a stoic
technically,
pose.
you
It's a
know,
stoic
technically,
pose.
but like the sideshow, he's clearly in flight, and so I feel like. But here's a kicker: they're both the exact same height. Ain't that crazy?
That is crazy.
That's crazy.
The only thing is, the reason I don't this statue.
Oh boy.
Is because it's the weakest out of the line.
When you say line, you're referring to the Justice League.
I'm referring to the Justice League. I mean,
okay.
If I can say LBS as a total.
Yeah.
I think him and Cap for me. Thor is
that makes
there.
sense because this is very similar to the Cap base.
Yeah, but as far as like me looking at it and being like, oh, that's so amazing or whatever, it doesn't have that factor. I think it's on the same level as those other two.
Yeah.
But it just out of the Justice League line, this is so boring. It's like, yeah, I can see Superman doing this, right? It seems very Supermanish. Doesn't mean we have to do it. Right. I mean, if you look at Batman, I mean, Batman's pretty just stale too. But if you look at Batman, he just looks better. Like, he looks so much better. Wonder Woman looks fantastic. And then you have those prints of Aquaman. Then you have what we saw with Martian Manhunter and Green Lantern and all the switch outs Green Lantern has. And it's like, I know this one has 3 versions. You have the light blue, the dark blue, then the black. None of those not even the portrait with the eyes, you know, with the heat vision. None of those made me say, oh, I want to get this. I was thinking about getting this like when it first was revealed. But after, you know, months of sitting, I was like, no, it's not even better than Prime 1. And if I get the 4th scale on Prime 1, then I'll be happy with that. That'll be my definitive Superman. I don't need no other Superman. Now this looks great. I was okay with the old portrait. I was perfectly fine with the old portrait, and then they gave us this one, and it still looks great to me.
Which of the 2 portraits do you prefer of the 2?
I'm actually really liking the older one, only because
I am too. Surprisingly, I didn't think that, but I am too.
But it's like how many times do we get an older Superman? That's not Kingdom Come Superman. Or like, yeah, like how many times do we really get a older Superman? Yeah, in a statue form. Can you remember it from a licensed group? That's not
definitely
Alex
not
Ross.
A licensed group for sure.
Yeah, the Alex Ross one. I think this is like Superman at his later ages when more of the things start happening, right? Like he's still wearing the red and blue and yellow, red, whatever. He's still wearing his traditional suit.
So Cypher says, guys, why is it to me that these LBS painting look toy like plasticky?
That's true.
I don't know. I think the only paint one that I really didn't care for was Thor. Obviously, I saw that's the only one I've seen in person, but again, they always try to do Thor's paint on his skin anyway different, just because where he's from or whatever. Something like BS.
Well, I mean, also on Art's channel, he put the Prime 1 Hush and the LBS Superman together.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
and the Prime 1 Hush, for that being so long ago, paint wise, it looks better than the LBS one. Like skin wise, the skin one for LBS is like a old, like not old, but like a plastic look to it. It's kind of like Tweeterhead in a way.
The detail that's on the Prime 1 is crazy for like how, I want to say it's not an old piece, but for how old it is today. You know what I mean?
And to be fair, that wasn't, people were complaining and still are complaining, but the skin on that is not a great paint on the Prime 1. Don't let my words get construed or twisted. It is still not a great paint app by Prime 1 on that. Now the 4 scale Superman Hush paint app that we saw looked way better. You can tell they used their new whatever they have, but it looked way better.
Okay, so I have I have another one, right? And I'm gonna give you basically the vision as I'm pulling this up. So pretty much, God, I had this conversation with Buck, man. And I was telling Buck, I'm like, hey, Buck, despite how people may feel about the guy, I think it's safe to say that everyone at least knows what his collection looks like. And I'm referring to Flankster 117.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, how he has
he changes it every other fucking day, but
yeah. But like, how he has like room A, B, C, D, as well as the bathroom and 2 hallways. You know what I'm saying?
So I haven't watched his videos for so long. Is he really putting stuff in the bathroom?
I mean, I seen that one video. He had stuff in the bathroom.
I didn't even.
I don't know if it was
I promise you, I haven't even looked it up. Not because I have any vendetta against him. I just haven't been watching YouTube videos about statues or collecting. So
I don't know. Maybe it was a prank. I don't know. I don't want to like talk out the term, but maybe it was a prank. Who knows?
Yeah, to your point, yeah, I know how he has it separate between things.
So I'm gonna pull this up, right? So the reason why what I'm getting at, the reason why I just showed the Superman, the reason why I'm showing the Wonder Woman now, and the reason why I brought up Flankster in the main topic is why I said, does scale matter to you? All of these look so different in 1/4. Obviously, it's a different company. To the counterpart 1/3. I have one last section left, and I narrowed my collection down. When you guys see the next room tour, I literally narrowed it down. I sold everything that wasn't what I really, really loved, what wasn't nostalgic. And I want a Hall of Justice setup. And that's why I'm saying the scale really matter. And I feel like I could have this 1/4 and the 1/3. But Buck was like, you don't need multiple characters or same characters in multiple scales. Like, I get that. But if you really like what you're seeing, you know what I'm saying? And like, cause like, I'm just trying to pick everybody's brain. That's all.
I'll be honest. I wouldn't do that only because I would get multiple characters, or I'll get a character multiple times in a different scale.
Yeah.
If it's that character, like if it's my character that I truly am like if it was a Cyclops or Superman, yeah, I would get them in multiple times, like multiple scales and different variations of them, stuff like that. But then you also got to be like, you don't want, because if you get a Green Lantern, right, you're gonna get the Sideshow Green Lantern, then the Prime 1 Green Lantern.
I get what you're saying. You don't. Like, you're saying if you do
like, if you complete one line, you're gonna feel like you're gonna have to complete the other.
Right.
You're gonna get the Hall of Justice.
On. If your entire collection for that room was Justice League, wouldn't that be the point to have everyone that you like? Not everyone that's made, but everyone that you're like. Because for me,
the thing is, with licensed one, how many Hall of Justice do we have? We have Green Lantern, we have XM, Sideshow's Flash, you have Superman, Prime 1, XM, and Sideshow, and LBS. Then you have Wonder Woman
and Tweeterhead. They have their 1/6 stuff.
Tweeterhead has 1/6. My thing is, are you gonna get each of? If you got the 1/4 scale or 3rd scale, right? Stay with me for a second. If you got 3rd scale and 4th scale,
right?
And you're like, oh, I really like the Superman and blah blah blah.
Right.
Okay, you got both scales. I already said no. I can see that happening. If you really like the character, get both scales. Cool. Then you're like, oh, I like this Wonder Woman, but LBS, I like LBS Wonder Woman. Let me get both of them. Then I'm like, do you really like these characters? You're like, well, no, I need a Hall of Justice. Okay, cool. Then you stop getting 3rd scale and you just got the Sideshow Green Lantern. Now you just got a 3rd scale of Wonder Woman and Superman. Where's the rest of their line? Now, then my problem comes in when you're pairing a 1/3 scale like that to a 1/4 scale. Like you're pairing the 1/3 scale Supes with the 1/4 scale Wonder Woman.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So for me, if you're like, hey, which one of these two would you want, LBS or Sideshow? I love the LBS Wonder Woman, like without a fucking doubt. That to me is the best Wonder Woman ever.
So in
licensed
return
ever.
In return to that, right?
Right.
If you decide to go third scale and you're getting
Right.
a line, like a Justice League line, which is the Hall of Justice, if you're getting a line of them, then
Right.
just go third scale. It'll make no sense having a 4-scale Green Lantern by the side.
Question. The Iron Studios does their 1/10 scale. Now they have a 1/10 scale Green Lantern. I really like that Green Lantern. I think that Green Lantern is.
Why do you need a 1/10? Why do you need a 1/10 scale if you're gonna get 1/3? Because then you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna get this shit, right? Like, say you do get this, whatever the case may be. You work that overtime. You pay your hard-earned money on that.
Wow.
I guarantee you.
So now you know I'm about to be putting in some overtime.
I guarantee no, because it's multiple third skills. Of course, we all would be. If Army had overtime, I would put in overtime.
No, tell me you don't like this.
No, this is a great Green Lantern. But stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay.
So you put in overtime, you spend your money, you get that third skill Wonder Woman and Superman, right?
Right.
Then you're like, you know what? That's not enough. Give me this Green Lantern. That's not enough. Give me the 4-scale Wonder Woman. Give me that 4-scale Superman from Sideshow. Then I guarantee you in a couple months, you're going to look at that and be like, this don't look right. The money that I put into these 4 scales could have got me that LBS Green Lantern.
Hold on, though.
Money.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, if you get the LBS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say the Trinity. We won't even go any farther. We're just talking the Trinity. You get the Trinity.
Okay.
And then you also get the Trinity from Sideshow. And let's just say you also like the Trinity.
Are you putting those in a different room?
No, it's all in the same room. It's all in the same room.
Why would you do that?
Keesus, fucking stay with me. Stay with me, damn it. You on the other rack. Stay with me. Stay with me. What I'm saying is, look, you got the cubbies, so you can put the 1/10s in the cubbies. You can put them on the shelf above the TV. You see what I'm saying? Hold on. So real quick, what I'm saying is the 1/10s along with a 1/4. I get that completely, or the 1/10 with a 1/3. I think that combination, being real small, kind of like off to the side on like a bookshelf, I get that. But I think what you're saying is there's no need for a 1/3 and a 1/4. I think that's what you're really saying, right?
Well, I'm saying there's no need. Think of it this way, right? The people who got a whole line of X-Men. Imagine Ant. X-Men right. Ant. He got 25, 27.
That's what I'm saying, Edward. Edwin. That's what I'm saying.
You can't even get your name right, Edwin. Don't support him.
Because you making me mad, man. Like, I'm trying to get my Green Lantern.
Think of X-Men Ant, right? He got 27 X-Men, 1/4 scale, right? Some are big ass 1/4 scale. They're still 4 scale. They're just huge, like the block. And then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna get Iron Studios Sentinel pieces with every single little X-Men, even the ones that don't come with the diorama, just the ones they released, just every single little 10 scale X-Men with that. You don't think that would look?
Hold on, real quick. Weird? Hold on, real quick, Carl. Talk to me now, Carl. I know it's only so much. Hold on. Let me talk to Carl.
Don't support him.
Carl, I know there's only so much you can say, my brother. I just need a simple yes or no. You ain't gotta say nothing. Just yes or no. Do you think, based on me liking the Iron Studios 1/10 scale Green Lantern, okay, I'm gonna go through some picks, Carl. Stay with me, Carl. Do you think by me liking this 1/10 scale Green Lantern, by me liking the new Sideshow Green Lantern, do you feel that I will like the LBS Green Lantern? Just a simple yes or no. You ain't gotta answer nothing. I know there's only so much you can say. Just yes or no. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Crazy. This man Keesus is crazy, man.
Don't worry, I'll reply to the chat.
What? This is not an addiction, man. I've been. This is not an addiction.
You know what it is? Man. Maybe I can't. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe you're saying like, so say you have a room, right?
Thank you. This is the Gotham room.
Like, say you have a room. Yeah, but in Gotham, you don't have any third scale anywhere in that room.
No, I only have quarter scale.
So are you going to put third scale in there?
Bro, this room is 11 by 7. I can't fit nothing else
That
in
means
here.
nothing to me.
Hold on. No. Thomas, stay with me now. Only thing I can fit in here is possibly 1/10 inside the cubbies. I could do that, and that would be fine, I think. But I'm doing books. I'm sorry, my book collection. Hey, shout out the Uncanny Omar, man. I appreciate you today, big dog. But anyways, yeah, I'm going with omnibus and hardcovers and stuff like that. So in here, there's not enough space for that. Which you don't understand. I have a third room down here. That's literally the exact same size as my man cave, bro.
So what I'm asking, so since like say the way, maybe I'm looking at it wrong. So say in the room, right? I don't know how your room looks or set up. Say like on one side you have third skill, right? And then on the other side you have fourth skill. Is that what you're trying to do? Or are you mixing them together, like posing them together? Not posing, but putting them together. And just like on the left, I see 1/3 Superman, and then right beside him, I see fourth skill. That's where I'm getting like.
Honestly, I didn't even think that far. Just being upfront, all I thought of is this sideshow Green Lantern is dope.
Like Casual has his stuff separated. Casual has his third skill.
Oh, okay.
But then he has his fourth skill somewhere. Then he has his Bowens that aren't fourth skill. I think they're like fifth or sixth skill, and he has those up on top. So that's why I'm trying to. I'm thinking you're stacked. You're putting them right next to each other, like a third skill Superman, then a fourth skill Wonder Woman, and that's your Hall of Justice. That's where I'm getting it.
Probably not. Even I would prefer the 1/10 Green Lantern compared to the 1/4 Green Lantern. God dang it, Carl.
Carl, not even the Prime 1 third scale Green Lantern that pairs with the Sinestro.
Hey, now that Green Lantern is kind of hot.
Carl is a tough critic. Goddamn.
Yeah, wait, come on, man.
People call me a hater.
Hey, okay. All I'm saying is, God, man, y'all gonna frustrate me so much. I'm on Sideshow typing in Carl in the search bar. Damn it, trying to. I'm in here like, come on, where's Green Lantern?
I don't mean to look. I only said, are you gonna separate them or are you put them together? That's my only question. Once you answer that, then I can decide whether to keep getting you angry or not.
Honestly, yeah, because pretty much along a wall, what I would do is just have all the third skills lined along the wall, and I would probably just have, that's probably what I would do.
I can see that working. And like the whole room is Hall of Justice. There's nothing else in there.
Yeah, nothing else. And I think of like maybe above the TV or on the cubby or something, I would have like my 1/10 or something small of Justice League characters there. So
I can see that. I can see that.
I think I could do the 1/10 and the 1/3 as long as they're separated. But I do get what you're saying. Like you wouldn't need to do 1/10, 1/4, 1/3, 1/6, like every damn thing, unless you're just mixing and matching, not necessarily scale, like completing the line. You're just like, yo, I love the LBS Wonder Woman, but I love the Sideshow Aquaman, so I'm not getting LBS Aquaman. Like I get what but you have it separated to where it doesn't look like two out of,
And and then I can see you doubling up on characters if you're like trying to do that, right?
Right.
I can see totally.
I got you. So before we switch topics, man, we'll just go ahead and show this Green Lantern that is also in question. I was talking about the LBS, preferably, okay. So this is a good one, right? If I had this Green Lantern from Prime 1, I wouldn't get. No, but that's the thing. I wouldn't get the Iron Studios. It looks too similar. You see what I'm saying? Because it has the squirrel. Only thing different is the Iron Studio one has the like the Air Force. You could see the air because he's part of the Air Force. You could see the Air Force stuff, or was he part of the Air Force? He was something with the jet, right?
Yeah, he's Air Force.
So it's like I don't know, but if I was a huge Green Lantern fan, I'd be getting them all. If
I was a huge Green Lantern fan, I'd probably get LBS because it has all those switch outs.
But see, I'm like, how
you get
I
like
don't care for Kyle.
Oh, see, John is my favorite one. I grew up on John with the Justice League animated show, the cartoon. So I didn't even know of a Hal until later on.
This is a non-racial show, by the way.
So he says.
Nah, man, I really like this a lot. Hey, in the chat, if anybody knows, did anybody actually pick up the Sinestro or even the Tri-Eye? I haven't
I
seen
saw the
one person with that
Sinestro.
Tri-Eye.
I saw the
Did you see the
Sinestro.
Tri-Eye though?
I didn't. I saw somebody unbox it, and I saw somebody
Really?
unbox the Sinestro.
Wow.
But it's only been like one person.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
All right. All right. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, I will move on to topic number 2. But yeah, this Green Lantern looks really good. It's actually in hand over there on Collective Minds. Arch has it. I think Casual also wants to pick it up. I guess pending deal or something of that nature. Not really for sure. But yeah, man, I'm liking what options we have. That's one thing I can say. I'm liking the options. But that LBS Wonder Woman, I got to have it. So moving on to topic number 2. And this one here is for the chat. Go ahead and talk to me, chat. Topic number 2. What studio embraces the community most? And what I mean by that is, what studio do you guys feel either necessarily listens to the community the most, or what studio do you guys feel is most engaged? Whether it's live streams, whether it's giveaways, whether it's it could be everything. Like, even embracing the community can also mean something as little as whose website is just the easiest, like whose website is like the most functional to where it's easier to buy with them, to where, or they have that customer service support. Like, some companies don't have good customer support, other companies do. Some companies, their shipping is really quick, other companies isn't. Some companies have good pricing, others don't, vice versa. And what companies are like, hey, we feel like we should do light ups and stuff like that. And I was joking with everybody, just kind of taking Michael Pete's mantra. But yeah, we 2024, we're done with companies that don't give us the light up lightsabers. It's 2024, man. Give me a light up lightsaber. You know what I'm saying? Shout out LBS on the Superman. Give me the light up eyes. Like, it's 2024, so I applaud LBS for that. I applaud Prime 1 for the Green Lantern. Give me the light up base with the constructs, and Sideshow with their Green Lantern. Like, it's 2024, man. Light them suckers up, man. Certain things should be lit up. Now, Sideshow, I'm not gonna lie. Since y'all did light up the Batman versus Joker, I'm kind of worried about y'all. Don't worry. I like the top the Joker gas. I like that only that lights up, but y'all had me scared for a second. I was kind of under the impression that possibly the flames on the Batman's cape might light up. I was kind of like, I don't know. So Sideshow might be a little light up heavy. They'll come out of nowhere and light that Storm up. They'll come out of nowhere, light that Galactus up. Now that Ghost Rider, though, I like the Ghost Rider being lit up, though. But let's check in with you guys, see what you guys are thinking. Jay is the man, no doubt, man. I like what Jay is doing over there. LBSJ, I would say so as well. In the interactions that I've had with Jay, he's definitely always talking about his fondness of Buck, and then also just appreciating the support for LBS and for his vision and stuff, and bringing the best that he can bring. So that's something I definitely appreciate with him. It's just the genuineness of the person. Carl says probably LBS and PCS. I agree as well. I do think PCS tries to put their self out there in the community in terms of making stuff better. And I'm not necessarily even saying statues, but I just mean like far as the IPs they're bringing, always talking about different like reward systems or different making their site better. I think Ant just talked about updating the website here soon. So stuff like that I can definitely appreciate on the PCS side. LBS, I actually did appreciate the live stream that they did. I thought that was a pretty good idea because it was kind of like, I like the fact that it's not all the same, such as like cheesy, kind of like, Sideshow, just to put it out there. Some of the Sideshow personalities I like, more fond of than others, or even as formal as Prime 1. I don't need that formalness from LBS. I like that personal personal cookout touch. Like, hey man, just hand me the camera. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this is what we got here. You know, this is the LBS Aquaman. This is this. Like, I like that because, you know, I'm not putting on the show trying to sell. I'm generally just trying to show you my products in hopes that, hey, you will buy this. We also got LBS. LBS open to feedback, appearing on YouTube shows, doing giveaways, and involved in the chats at Facebook posts, no doubt. J at LBS for sure. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Alan Kiefer got one of the best like thumbnail drop backs. I like that. LBS seems to listen and takes constructive criticism well. They seem to apply it without straying too much away from the original version. I think that's a great way to explain it. I always hear that Sideshow has the best customer service. I'll say this: Sideshow does have excellent customer service. There has been a couple times where, you know, just like any customer, you know, I haven't gotten my way and it's upset me. Like, you know, I've spent this much money and blah blah blah, and you know, or you guys know I reveal your stuff, and like, and I've never said that, but I thought it. You know what I mean? And obviously, in the grand scheme of things, you know, they don't care. You know, if I'm Abe, Rock, or you know, anyone else, man. You know what I mean? Like, they're just like, bro, like, we can't cancel this for you. We can't do that. So, you know, no biggie. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I definitely like Sideshow's customer service. I definitely like the fluidity of their website. I think their website is the best out there. So Keith says, I'm just talking with the chat, just asking them pretty much for topic 2, what studio embraces the community the most? And that could be anything from feedback to website fluidity. It could be anything, customer service, just anything you think of that just embraces the easiness for the community to getting us, you know, the products that we want. What's up, just some bum?
Sorry about that. My son was screaming.
Oh no, you're good, man. You're good. Daddy duty, I understand, man. Gotham Cinnabite says Ant tries too hard, comes off phony to me, just in my opinion. I can't see that in terms of just like not even necessarily him, just anybody in general. Because I do have like people like that at work where it's like, dude, just dial it down just a notch, get your stuff across, and I'm pretty sure people will like it. So that
I don't. Yeah, I agree with him on the sentiment that he tries too hard, because I feel like there's a lot of other companies that try too hard. XM, you know, I think the brothers try, at least before. I don't know if they're doing that now since you know, everything that's been happening. But before, they would try to put the ear to the ground and really be, you know, in the community, you know. And it felt like they were trying a little bit too hard. I think Jay does too. Just in the aspect of, you know, you don't need to be on everybody. I know it's part of promotion, but you don't need to be on every live. You are, you know, big boss of a company that we're buying your stuff. Cool. It's cool that you're telling us you're taking consideration that the community, what they say and stuff, but you don't need to be all like that. Ant is a different story. I mean, for your question that you had for the topic, I would say LBS, just because Jay kind of balances it, like, or at least he tries to. Like, he has his ear in the community. He knows what the community wants, but he's still gonna push for his vision, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the community might want a character. He'll be like, "Cool, I was thinking that same character, but here's the vision of that character I was thinking," and he'll push that, right? And we'll get what we get. With Ant and PCS, they would be next, which is surprise, surprise. But Ant is in the community. You know, as much as some people don't like it, he's there. You know, people have said, "Hey, are you going to get the license for Star Wars?" What did he end up doing? Getting a license for Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know, there's a bunch of things. Hey, who would have thought to get Underworld license? Who would have thought to get Species license? Who would have thought to get these different licenses? He's listening to the community. So I mean, in that aspect, I can't knock him. Not bringing up any of his other issues, just sticking on topic. I think that and as far as that word embrace, he does embrace people who embrace him.
Yeah.
People who aren't critical of him or critique him, who are just straight on, that embrace him, he's going to embrace them 100%. And the difference between him and Jay, if you are critical of Jay or if you critique Jay, he's going to embrace that criticism. And I think that's the difference. Jay embraces everything on all fronts versus other companies.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought, it kept dragging and dragging because, as collectors, you kind of want the stuff right away. Mm-hmm. But when he said he was getting Star Wars, it was like, okay, whatever. But then when he actually showed this,
he came in hot. I gotta admit.
I know this may not be the exact way the lightsaber will light up when we get it, because I know a lot of people were saying, well, this is, for the photo and whatnot. But trust me, if what the hell? Do we have some treachery here? Hold on real quick. I think we got some treachery here. In the chat, we have the group that shall not be named. But at the same time that they came, we had somebody else pop up.
Yeah, that's a face of just a freighter.
We had somebody else pop up. Mr. Buck Fangs the same time that Crippler showed up.
Wait a minute. That's kind of fishy.
That's definitely fishy. But he will be addressed. No.
You just made the list. Oh no.
Yeah, we gotta watch out for you, Buck. What's going on, man?
I'm good.
Now, can I just point out that what we've been telling PCS, right, about their promo pics or the prototype pics that they release just to be good.
Yeah.
Just to be good. And then, through all the BS that was going on, right?
Yeah.
Something as simple, just release good prototype pictures if you're gonna release it. If you're gonna make us, or if you're gonna put out the pre-order, make sure the pictures are good. And then they come out with this.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, it's kind of like, this is why you need to embrace the community. Because when you do this, everybody, I haven't heard one person complain about that damn price.
But think about bro, here's the crazy thing about it. If you order it directly from them, you're saving damn near $200.
Yeah.
Just from ordering from them. If you order from Sideshow, no offense. It's your money.
You get gloves.
It's your money. But I'm just saying, $200.
Get gloves?
$200.
And you get gloves. That's what Buck is really waiting for, is the gloves. And he hopes they can fit his hands.
Wait. I think my bad to mess up everybody's eyes. There you go. And the makeup brush. And the Darth Maul COA. The COA? Come on.
What's up, Evan?
What's going on, Evan? But I'm gonna show you guys real quick here. I am gonna pick this up actually. This black one right here with I said black one, but the fully robed. Yeah.
Why not just get the exclusive?
How much is this statue?
$1,700.
$1,755 for the deluxe. Or $1,550 for the regular or whatever.
That's pricey, but it looks so good.
I mean, it comes with 2 torsos. It does look great.
Stand, a makeup brush,
so I mean,
glove.
Like I said, I haven't heard nobody complain about the price on this. They just been saying how well it looks.
I mean, that's what good Buck Fangs.
That's what good prototype pictures can do for you, man.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely. I'm liking it. I'm liking it, man.
What do you guys think about the base?
I love the base.
I don't have a problem with the base. Let me see if we can.
I've never seen a base like that before. I'll be honest.
Do they have other pictures of the base?
I'm pretty fond of the base as well. I think that's a good way to do storytelling bases.
Yeah, a scene straight out of the movie.
I like the very three-dimensional look, but it also feels, in terms of design-wise, it's still.
Oh, I didn't realize every side has a different scene.
Oh, it does, and it's like there's a lot of depth to it, which is something that like you don't always see in the LBS bases in terms of depth. Often it comes off like flat, but like with this, there's like a sense of depth. There's layers to it. You know, there's foreground, there's middle ground, and then there's background.
Yeah.
What's up, Alan? And, you know, that's what I like to see if someone's gonna do this. and it looks good. There's the tonal shift too. I like the colors used for the base. It's simple, but it has its level of complexity as well.
Yeah, I do like it. I like how it. This one is where he, got him kicking.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it, man. Shout out Franco on the bass.
Yeah, man. Big ups.
Kucherik brothers. Looking
I quite
nice.
like the bass. I this statue is very well done.
Doesn't the
I
bass?
really like
the
it.
bass lights up, bro.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think this
nice
statue they hit on every angle they could have.
They hit on every angle, man.
Like Keesis is saying, yeah, people aren't complaining about the price. I think it's pretty expensive, but people aren't harping about the price because it's very well executed.
Yeah, like I haven't heard one complaint. I mean, the only complaint I've kind of heard is like maybe with the shirt off torso, just with the saber, the closeness. But besides that, I haven't heard
What I've
too
been hearing
much.
is nitpicking, but nothing I can really care.
Some minor complaints that like could be, if resolved, could make the statue better, or it's just a matter of personal preference, and they don't always need to be entertained.
Yeah,
You know, everyone will have their misgivings about a statue. Doesn't mean the statue in itself isn't worth purchasing.
Yeah.
yeah. No, I definitely do agree, man. But definitely, shout out to PCS. So before we move on, Buck, to the last phase of the show, just want to get your quick thoughts on these two topics, man. Topic number one: does scale matter to you? If you can answer that for us, because I had that conversation with you about the Hall of Justice, about liking some 1/3 stuff, some 1/10 stuff, some 1/4 stuff. Keith has basically ignored me in short. So what's your thoughts on this, man?
That is not what happened. You have to watch it back. That is
okay. All right, enough of that. Keith has pretty much ignored me on short. His son started crying and he had to leave. So
yeah,
hey, even his son told me I'm right. That's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah, at least he's raising his son right.
Look, let me give a quick rundown of what I said. Like all I said was
we're not here for that.
I asked two questions, Buck. I said, are you like, say you have a 1/3 Superman, and then right beside, are you having a 1/10 scale Green Lantern or a 1/4 scale Wonder Woman? And he was like, I didn't really think of that. I blah blah blah. I'm like,
It's not what we asked for, Keith. This isn't the keep up. We're not asking you to like. we're not asking you to do some funny ass comparisons. We asked what the.
It wasn't a comparison. I was just asking what he was doing with the room. That's it.
Hey, Buck, show us your face.
Pause.
Evan.
No, in terms of the scale matter to me, it's like I have a preferred scale. You know, for my favorite characters, I would like for them to be in quarter scale, but generally the scales I collect would be quarter and sixth, and 1/5 from Sideshow. Anything in between those are ideal for me in terms of the size of statues I want to get. Generally, the smallest I want to go is 1/6, but I can always pick stuff in different scales. But in terms of what is ideal for me, my favorite characters would be best to be in quarter. So that's my favorite scale. I don't want to go into 1/3 generally because it's too big. Takes up too much space and too expensive in multiple fronts. Expensive to ship, expensive to purchase.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I got 1/6 anime up there too. So
okay.
I collect different scales.
We don't see anime in your background. You're a fraud, Keesus.
That's crazy. You just put yours up, and now all of a sudden, first of all you collect the Dragon Ball Z, you're a fraud.
Hold on, guys. We can't be having intergroup adversaries and stuff here. Come on now.
Keesus is in BBC. I didn't know that.
Dear God. What's your allegiance, Keesus? No, I'm playing. Oh man. So we got our first guest, man. We came back and we got our first guest.
Oh.
You guys know him from the streets of Compton. You guys may think he's the light-skinned assassin.
Oh wow.
Introducing. Y'all, hey, you guys remember the red lights in the background?
Oh wow, who is this?
This is Sparta!
Compton. This dude from Connecticut.
I thought it was gonna be Critical Mass.
Yo,
Hey man,
This dude from Connecticut.
I can't ad lib.
dude, I don't know why you blocked my fanfare. I was trying to get my applause to go, but it's been blocked on the BBC. I was about to make the whole BBC just clap, but it didn't work. How y'all doing? Welcome back, KashDaGemini.
Oh, dude, appreciate it, man. It's pretty good to be back, bro. Feels pretty good to be back. Feels good to just stream in peace in terms of like not having to like, cause like whenever we would come back, it was just like it felt so forced just because like the scheduling, then you tired, and that little bit of free time you had is like the family, the streams, whatever. But now it's just like cool. I could finally join. So that's why I said, hey, you guys invite me, I'll definitely come on. I'll be free now. So now it's
I definitely have to shout. It's good to have you. But like I said, you were the first person that ever linked me. I didn't even know what the StreamYard thing was. I figured it out right there on the fly, dude. So like, it's good to see you back.
Heck yeah, man.
What up, Carl? What up, Jesse? What up, everyone? Keesus and Buck and everybody else out there. Evan, Alan.
Hey, Keesus.
Yo, you about to get surgical?
This is what Ant's gonna send you. I mean, Ant's gonna send you black ones, I think, but still.
Yeah, they
Get some
they
love.
black.
Ooh, CMP. What do you guys think about CMP in general?
CMP, who's that?
Yeah,
I think he still has to hit his growth spurt.
Yeah,
Wow.
I heard he's just too nice of a guy to be a threat. Yeah.
Based from that
He-
intro. Nah, I was just talking smack, man. But before I do get to that, I gotta ask Buck topic number 2. But I'm gonna ask Crippler topic number 1 real quick. Does scale matter to you? Because you said if LBS comes out with that Doctor Doom, which clearly they said they are, but you're like, yo, if this thing is perfect, I know it's third, but it's coming.
So like, you have your rules that you try to stay by because like, it doesn't mean the rules aren't made to be broken, but it just got to take the right situation, the right piece, the right character to break those rules, right? So it's sort of like,
Hear that, Keith?
I like.
No, I didn't.
Dude. These fools
told me I
literally
can't have
told me. Hey, I was like, I ain't telling nobody this, dude. Even people on my panel was like, what are they talking? Because I didn't say nothing. And then JC is like, yeah, Crippler and Fader. And I'm just like, yo. No, but yeah, like I said, like for the right piece, I will absolutely make room for Doctor Doom is the one character I'll make.
Yeah, sideshow Doctor Doom
for it. No, like I'm talking about as far as like a piece that.
No, what I'm asking him is like, if LBS does a Doom, right? It's clearly
I only
scale.
do 1/4 right now.
But what I'm saying is, it's not 1/4.
Yeah.
So that breaks his scale rule.
Yeah.
So technically,
But I mean,
You see what I'm
if it came out, Sam, and they came out with a Spider-Man, not that current Spider-Man, because you said you didn't like that one, I think. Whatever. If it came out with a Spider-Man that you liked, that you just couldn't resist, would you break your scale room for that Spider-Man?
Yes. So that pedestal right there is my rule breaker right there. So if something comes out, like I love Grimlock. Grimlock is awesome, but I have another space for Grimlock. If a piece comes out, whether it's a Spider, I always say like Doom and Spider-Man are the two. One's the villain, one's the hero.
right.
If one of them is this bombastic representation of everything I love about the character, is like I would do that in a heartbeat. Like I would get it and pop it on there, and it'll just be a one-off. In general, like just say like there's a lot of pieces that come out. If it ain't probably one of those characters, like Maestro's a great example. I love that piece, and I do like Maestro a lot. Like I love Maestro, but for me to give up that space you have to be in my top 3 characters. You know what I mean? You have to be in my top 3 of all time for me to give up that much space. No matter how dope that Maestro is and how much I like the character, there's probably 20 characters that I like more than Maestro. You know what I mean? So it's sort of like it just doesn't weigh up. But like if a Doom or a Spider-Man was done to the quality of that Maestro, I'm breaking walls down. You know what I mean? I'm gonna figure it out. But yeah, for the most part, if it's just normal and I'm just doing my thing and I'm just seeing statues and liking it or whatever like that, the scale don't matter as long as I'm collecting in that scale in some way. Because like if my 1/4's over there, a 1/4 come out, I grab it. If my 1/10's over here, if a 1/10 that come out, I'll grab it. I like it.
See, Cash, that's what I thought you were going to do. Or I was confused whether you're doing that or you were just mixing and mangling all your statues together.
Hey, I didn't feel like I had to explain. I thought like you
were just like, what do you feel if I? Then you were talking about double up on a character, and I was like, well, where are you gonna put the double it up character?
Oh no, I don't buy anything that I don't have room for, and I know that's blasphemy because a lot of collectors do. They're gonna get the piece they want. Room be damned. You know what I mean? And then that is a way to do it. There's no right or wrong. It's just for me.
He doesn't need those Prime 1 Vegeta and Goku behind him.
No, that's my boy Rashid too, right? Oh, look at this shit.
What's that LBS Spider-Man?
That's the Spider-Man. Those are the angels. On the bottom, you'll get some storytelling stuff of the. Yep. Look at that. And then on top. Dum.
See, people are tired of the storytelling basis, but I think like this is really well done.
I think you need to figure out ways to do it that is not just the circle. I think there's ways to do it, but this look like back
that's
there.
Dope.
Was LBS the first to start doing that?
Yeah, no, he started this. He started
I feel like
storytelling based
shit. He
shit.
wants to circle base every goddamn statue. He can circle base every statue. He's the one who started it. Other people need to come up with different ways to do it.
I get that, but you see how you're looking at this and saying you like that? This ain't the same circular base, and I think it's still.
But I mean, I like the circular ones too.
Isn't that Noir? Spider-Man Noir?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I believe I've seen it in other places before Jay did it. But I think Jay really
wasn't
popularized it.
He popularized it, if anything. Yep. I have some small issues with this, but they're not deal breakers. I think they could.
What's up, chat? Good to see you back. Appreciate that, NWO.
Nerd without order.
Didn't he tease that he was going to make some of the Sinister Six as well?
So see, is there like a seam between the bottom part of the base and the top part? Because if so, I'll make this statue so much more attractive to me. Because
like you could take it off.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that lower layer where it's.
It probably is. Every base had that pretty much.
What do you guys think about the left web hand, the shooter?
I didn't even see it. Well, no, I haven't
it's
seen
awkwardly placed.
Yeah,
I like the eyes.
Eyes cool. The material.
I didn't know it had that much texture. That's damn.
The fuck.
Sneeze, man. Damn.
No, I was talking about the subtitles that came up. Like, what are you talking about?
I didn't realize the texture that was in the suit, though. That's crazy.
That's some decent. Look at the hues, man.
So yeah, some subtle like hue shifts.
Mm-hmm.
Are you considering this, Buck Things?
I would like this, but it depends on a lot.
Buck, is Spider-Man your favorite superhero?
Yeah.
Don't disrespect Buck like that.
But he likes the clone. He likes Ben Reilly.
No, it's not like I hate Ben Reilly. I like Ben Reilly's.
You like costume. Peter B. Parker.
That fool.
I like the Ben Reilly costume, but generally, it's been a while for I don't know. I need the perfect Spider-Man. Otherwise,
I'm with you, Buck, dude. I think that's where me and Buck bonded over, just trying to figure out. I didn't even know he was a Spider-Man fan like that. And then we just sort of you still haven't found yours neither? I'm like, I still haven't found mine neither.
Man, I was talking about this guy earlier, man. He's in the chat. I think it was episode 40 or 39. I can't even remember. Buck Fangs, you definitely remember him. Shout out Sunny Art. Sunny Art was the first guy who literally made me stop a cashing out show when he said, "Yeah, as soon as I get the statue, I throw the box away." I legitimately
interview.
stopped the show. What's up, Sunny Art 225?
Shout out to Sunny Art. That was the first cashing out I seen of yours. Was the one where, dude, if that's Sunny, the dude said, "Yeah, I throw it on my boxes," and I was the only one like, I would throw them out too. I ain't know no better at the time. I still don't.
That's crazy.
Is Cash breathing?
Yeah. Okay. So it's Cash, not us.
Yeah, I was like, is it me?
Yeah. No, we got Robot Cash.
Cash, pay your Wi-Fi.
Yo, there's always at least one person that is unique to a channel. That's good to see. Like it's like there's a person that I'll see in my chat that I don't see anywhere else, and then Sunny is the person I've never seen in anybody else's chat, but Cash is.
Oh, Sunny used to stream with Astro and us back then when Astro used to.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Astro still be around. He be commenting on some shit. I'd be like, where did you come from? Yo?
He's always lurking.
I was like, where do you come from? And he's like, oh, I've been here, man. He freaking all these statues he was selling. I'm like, you still collect? He's like, yeah. You just don't do YouTube no more right now.
I remember Buck's Nightcrawler debate with Cash. That was legendary.
Oh yeah. We tried to do an ESPN style debate, so that was pretty cool.
That was
pretty cool, man.
You should bring that back,
bro. The ideas will eventually
Buck is
come.
definitely the Skip Bayless of the statue community.
Yeah.
Destroy it on YouTube, Sonny. Watch everybody
Rashid is definitely the. Is he Stephen? Yeah, Stephen A. He thinks New York, being from New York, is a personality.
Oh wow.
No.
Hey, look, man. Sonny is from New York too.
Who you are, Keesis?
Who am I?
Keesis is. He's Shay Shay.
Wow.
No, come on, Cat. No, really, Cat.
Critical Mass is Jason Whitlock.
Oh.
No,
Wow.
I'm playing. That's.
Hey, look. If Sonny destroys a freaking box live.
Sonny, destroy that damn box and post it in the group chat.
Next Saturday on KashDaGemini BBC.
The hell he ain't doing that shit on my show. I don't want that type of smoke.
Who cares if he knows he's not going to sell it? Destroy that box.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you're in your forever home. Destroy that box.
Oh yeah, my forever home. Yeah.
Out of all the LBS statues, I didn't think that I was gonna like this Wonder Woman like I do.
It is nice.
I love this Wonder Woman.
Out of all the LBS statues, I knew there was a chance I would dislike the Superman the most, and it came true.
That's the one you dislike the most, the Superman.
But Superman's your guy.
Out of the Justice League ones, yeah.
That's why he dislikes it, because it's this guy.
I love
Big
Superman.
Thigh saves lives. Tell them, Carl.
I love this. I love that. I love the top of that base on Wonder Woman. Where it's like, what is it, marble? Whatever, it's like glass, whatever.
Yeah, the green see-through.
I feel like this would have been an opportunity to do a fresco instead of these reliefs.
Greek gods seem to be the thing. She don't know none of these people named. It's okay, I don't either. I just know Ares in the front. Athena, because it says Athena right there.
Athena.
Is that the war of man and the Amazons?
Yo, who would you hit, Athena or Aphrodite?
Wow.
I hit both
Athena.
With my food.
And then I'll have Athena hunt me down for the rest of my life.
You guys are something else. So just real quick, let's see. Oh, to ask you both, man, before I go to the last stuff, man, to ask you both, topic number 2, what studio to you guys, what studio embraces the community the most? And like I said, that could be anything that you mean. I mean, it could be the fluidity of their website, it could be the customer service response time, the shipping time, the prices of their statues, how many statues we're getting, the representation or the personalities that we see from Sideshow or whoever, whatever.
That's
At this
easy.
point in time, it's PCS.
Really?
Really?
Yeah. At this
I
point
do
in
think
time, it's PCS. Yeah, for me.
Wow.
Mine's
Okay.
would be like, it's weird. Sideshow recently, because Sideshow always reaches out, but it's not usually to us. It's the millions and millions of like just casual fans out there. They always have events for them. And what's cool is that they just started reaching out, and you see them spreading out their talent and even their product managers throughout the shows. But I think Jay does it a lot. Sometimes to a fault. He'll be like stretching himself through all of the shows because he's just such a cool guy and he wants to, but he's just one man, right? So I think those are the top two. I do think Ant from PCS is also out there. You see him on the shows a lot. You see him engaging with the groups of like, if there's a problem, there's an issue. He's out there like offering solutions for it. So I think Ant does a good job. I don't know who's the best at it. I know that long as you have a presence, that's good. When you don't have a presence, like XM, I forgot Aang and all of them until I seen that video recently popped up. And before that, like, as soon as the new year hit, I didn't hear shit from him. You know what I mean? And then Prime, that's all AI driven. Like they got the algorithm. Like you just you don't like they just know the algorithm. They don't freaking whatever focus group they got there, nobody knows about it, whatever algorithms they use, but you can't really say much about it because like their shit is usually, it comes out great. So yeah, it's between LBS, PCS, and Sideshow. I think they have a presence, and that's, I don't care which place they are, as long as you have a presence, I think that's a good thing.
I give some pushback a little on the Prime 1 and XM. I know more recently I've been seeing some of these people from Prime 1 that are actually working direct at the company, commenting on Facebook and saying stuff. I know, for instance, Carl asked on Facebook about the Cammy. I can't remember what he asked.
On Prime 1?
I think he asked about the costume or something. And if we'd see color variants, I think that's what he asked. And Prime 1, I don't know. I can't remember what they do at the company, but they responded to him on Facebook.
But you already have to be in like their group or something, right?
Yeah, you have to be in their group.
Yeah, I'm talking about like if like there's a Sideshow, 10 days of Sideshow, they're gonna be in your face for 10 days or 32 days. I get a text message from Sideshow like, we are best friends, like, yo, and they talk to me like my homie. They're like, I get a flaming fire emoji like, hey, yo, it's the Force time. Are you prepared to handle the Force? Do this, blah, 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 right?
I
So
would ask you though, but like, don't you delineate between, for me, that's marketing.
PR marketing?
Versus actually, in terms of engaging with us directly. Like what I would see, direct engagement would be more like you ask a question and you're not speaking into the void. Someone like actually gives you like an answer that's directed towards what you've asked, or you see them commenting in the Facebook. I think that's a more direct and more personal, like the marketing stuff from Sideshow is very impersonal. With Sideshow, if there was an issue with statues, for instance, let's say a particular group of statues had a paint issue.
And you talk about earlier in the process, right? Before, you're not talking about customer service. You're talking about if they reveal something and you have an issue.
No, even so I'm not complaining about Sideshow's customer service.
Yeah, no, that's what I wanted to clarify.
And it has like a bunch of issues. If you were talking about it on Facebook a bunch and people are starting to realize, oh, this is a thing, you're not going to get Sideshow like directly engaging with you or like putting out a public statement about it. What's gonna happen is your statue has an issue, you go to their customer service, they will resolve it for you. Yes, no doubt. But like they're not even gonna give a direct response. If something like that was happening with an XM statue, they'll say something. You get what I'm saying?
I get you. As far as like addressing the concerns of the community, or if someone has questions, I do think there's other studios that's gonna do that before a session. So yeah, that's why when Cash came back, like, I was like, if the question is to clarify, if the question is, like just sort of like engagement from like concept and reveal and hey, this color is usually this or whatever like that, then no, I think Sideshow is does
It's
there's
better
other
than Prime
people that
1.
do that more, but I think they have to do it more for their smaller company.
Mhm.
Whereas I think Sideshow has a pipeline that they listen to all of this stuff, and they they determine if they want to fix it or not behind the scenes. Like they're not going to, and if they do, they'll release something. But for the most part, you're absolutely right. It's I think if you engage with their community on their Facebook group, and that's where you're getting a lot of your updates and information from, I do think XM does that very well. I was talking to somebody about, I think it was it? I think it was video game related or something like that. Oh, it was Steam about something. Like there was a game that went off Game Pass or whatever like that, and he was like, "Well, they told you." I'm like, "Told me where? Like, if you ain't on their Twitter, if you ain't on their thing, like, they're not going to reach you." You know what I mean? So it's sort of like it all depends. But yeah, you're right. If that is the criteria, then I do think that they all do that. Like, to some extent, they all do that. So then what makes it, besides Sideshow, right? Sideshow does it. I think they do it in a way, because if you look at a lot of the stuff that will happen with J&D or some other companies, sometimes it's not worth getting into the weeds with a lot of things people have, because it could escalate, because communication needs to be strong on both parts. And if the communication is bad on one, or if they're both bad, it could escalate into something that is just more toxic than anything, and not actually. So you got to pick your
Pick your battle.
yeah, you got to pick what works for you and the size of your studio. If I'm up and coming, I'm grassrooting it. I'm going to all of these things. I'm like, yo, I'm going to build the fan base of my statues off of hard sales of people that like my stuff in the community, because they don't have the reach. All they have is the grassroots. Your message boards, your live shows. That's the route I'm taking as a newer, smaller company, because that way you put in a face to a name, you're getting your product out there. And if at the end of the day your product got to speak for itself, but if it does, people will know it exists. You know what I mean? Whereas if you don't got the marketing of Sideshow could afford to, if they want to, they could afford to ignore all of us. You know what I mean? And just sort of like, because they reach more people on Twitter and their YouTube group than any of our channels combined. Like, and that just is what it is. So they could afford to do that. But anyway, what about you, Keesis? I know you probably responded to this while we were gone, so I don't know if you guys want to do that. I can watch the replay.
So for a quick recap, I said that LBS. And then my second choice would be PCS. As far as the word embrace, I had to really focus in on that. I think Jay embraces the most.
Yeah.
He listens to people, characters they want to see, and if
sometimes to a fault.
Yeah, and I said that sometimes to a fault. But if it's in his head, he'll give us those characters, but with his vision of what he wants to see them as.
Yeah.
So I think that's where that line stops for him. Regarding PCS, and it's always again to a fault in the community.
Yeah.
I think for him it's a thin line between, he only embraces people who embrace him. He does. I hate to say it this way, but he doesn't move as a company or as a CEO. He doesn't move like that. He's very much in the community as a collector as much as we are. So he responds as a collector.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's just something you have to accept, but that doesn't negate the fact that he does embrace the community for the ones that embrace him.
And you can tell he's scrappy. He's gonna fight for and he's gonna defend his product, which he should. But then sometimes it might be better. And I'm not telling Anthony. I try to actually stay out of this, but since it's a topic, I'm not telling Ant how to do it. But sometimes it's better to be more I hate to tell somebody be more like
Be
a
in the
company,
wings.
but Anthony takes
Okay.
pride in him doing things his way, and that's how he runs it. So I'm not telling him to run it, but sometimes it's better to just be like, okay, this person is responsible for outward communication, not like them, because
Or
I
sometimes
wanna
it's good
focus
for
on
the
this.
community. It's okay for the supporters community sometimes to get nothing, like no answer,
Wow.
no
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
stay
yeah. I see what you're
silent.
saying.
No,
Yeah.
he's absolutely right.
To stay
Sometimes,
silent. We don't need the community doesn't need an explanation for everything. Man, this is not to
Yeah.
harp on PCS. I'm just saying as an embrace, he does
no.
embrace. He's my second pick for embracing because
Yeah.
to be honest, LBS and PCS are the only companies that are talking. The CEOs, the boss people are talking directly to the community. Everybody else could give two shits.
I want to add something to that too. Like I understand, even though I chose PCS, and even though I also agree with that LBS, like in the end, I'm not buying their stuff. Like
That's why it was shocking that you said that then.
right, you know, it's like you can embrace from my perspective, the way I see it. I generally actually don't care how companies behave. Like if you're making something I want to buy, that's what's important to me. And right now the company that has me locked in is Sideshow. So
Right.
So,
Sideshow boy. I feel it. That's what's up, man. I like that. I appreciate you guys answering that, man. And last but not least, man, we got a special announcement from my guy Keesis, bro. So I'm gonna let you take it away with the giveaway time. So
that's
what do you got for us,
double
Keesis?
fisting to invisible
thumbnail.
rods.
Look how
What?
dirty your
thumbnail.
mind works, Buck.
Yeah, do it
Come
again.
on,
Do it
man.
again, Keesis.
Look how
Y'all nasty.
straight to the gutter, man. You know what?
I said you're double fisting.
You probably
two
came up
rods.
with
What does that
BBC,
mean,
huh?
Keesis? What does that mean?
You
What does
probably
that
came up
mean?
with BBC, huh?
I did not
Huh.
come up on anything.
Well, I can't fool
Lord.
with man.
You giving it
Anyway.
to me?
Lord have mercy.
Anyway, so we got a giveaway next Saturday. Is the giveaway? All right. We are giving away Queen Studios quarter scale Dark Side and a pair of spotlights, as you can see. I haven't decided honestly if it's going to be free shipping or not. I might just out the blue be like, hey, just give me your address, blah blah blah. But this is on behalf of me and the BBC Club, and just to give back to the community. All right. So what you guys got to do is go to the Cash Out community page on Facebook. There's going to be a post. There's going to be a list of steps. It's not a lot. You just got to be subscribed to our channels and be a part of the community page. That's literally it. And then you post down in the comment section BBC, and you literally your name will be entered into the giveaway. And then next Saturday we will have a show, and that will be the giveaway. Now I also haven't decided if these should be two separate giveaways or really the one person's gonna get all of this. That's another thing. Pause. That's another thing that's gonna have to be decided. But yeah. It's crazy.
What was that, fuck?
But yeah, here's the post right here. The Cash is pulling up.
Yep, it's the post.
Must be a subscriber to the YouTube channels and a member, like I said, of the community page. And also you have to be in the USA or in the US.
You forgot the CLC subscribe thing link. I can send it to you real quick. Don't worry about it.
It's all right. You can put it in the group chat. People just go on your page and they'll watch but not follow. You'll get the views.
I'll get it.
But yeah, we already got a good number of people. But hey, if you want to be a chance to win, and it is a tall quarter scale piece, it's a nice piece, and you also get spotlights possibly. So yeah, that's the giveaway next Saturday. So you might want to go enter.
That's nice of you, bro. That's dope.
Look, whoa! Looks like we have a member of the CLC.
Oh wow, really?
Being
Which one?
BBC for no reason. The Canadian.
Yeah. I didn't know Shane liked BBC that much.
That's Shane von Liechtenstein.
Wow.
He's a dictator. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
Jason went crazy. You know.
Yeah,
Oh god.
I don't know what Jason was talking about.
Isn't
Stands
that
for
what
Broke
your
Boy-
guys' names? Isn't that
Nah,
y'all
man.
group? Right?
Nah,
No?
man. Broke Boys
BBC
Club. I don't know.
British Broadcast something? No, that's different. All
Hey,
right.
this is a
that thing Keesus was doing before.
hey Keith, this is actually a good question. What about Canada and PR? Because technically that's not,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
far.
It's territory. PR. It's a territory.
Maybe they pay for shipping themselves.
Yeah. In that case, they would pay for shipping more than likely. So probably free U.S. and then Canada and PR would have to pay for shipping.
What if I
Okay.
live in parts
Cool.
unknown?
Like you, then you're paying for the whole statue.
Damn it. Fine.
Oh
What
man,
do I
You
that's
need
messed
to
up.
loosen your grip on that.
My mind.
Yeah, I
is
just want to
so-
point out every show Buck always turns something wrong. Pause. At the
I
end
just-
of
Is
every
it
show.
wrong or is it
Quiet.
right?
I just stay quiet.
Nah, at the end of every show, Buck always says something that just is way off.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Hey, what
off,
are we talking
Cases?
about?
What
I
would
don't
be
know.
off in your situation? Like, give us an example of
Don't
off.
say my situation, his situation.
What would be
Hey,
off with Buck's
I think Buck needs a girlfriend
You need a girlfriend
or
if he like-
boyfriend. It is Pride
it is
Month.
Pride
Don't say
Month.
that.
So if he liked boys, would you be against that?
No, it's Pride Month. I think that
Because I'm trying. If
he-
you say this, I'm trying to just. I'm just trying to.
I say girl or boy. It's Pride Month. You can't get mad
Oh
at that.
boy.
Can you
I
think that-
demonstrate?
Hold
can
on,
you
Buck. Hold on,
demonstrate
Buck.
for
I
us again,
think that
Keesus?
Buck should be happy with whoever he chooses to be happy with.
There we go.
I think that maybe he is a little sexually frustrated because
Can I use the exile button?
everything,
I can
You
get
have
me on
my
screen.
permission right now.
everything we do, Buck turns explicit. It's like, no, it's whatever. Who was that guy? I forgot his name that was trying to get with Buck in the group chat.
Oh god.
Buck, you got a groupie? Buck has a groupie. That's so
remember.
cute. Buck, congratulations,
That's
man.
what Keesus remembers.
Hey, Buck.
Oh man. Nah,
Yeah,
that's
I think the
crazy.
power couple. Please don't tell Rashid I said this. Is I think it's Rashid and Buck. They
Oh,
love
wow.
each other. They just don't want to tell
Hey,
it.
clip it.
Damn.
Hey,
that's crazy.
It could be used in the trailer.
Oh
no,
yeah. Right.
no.
Someone needs to clip Keesus doing the motions.
So what's
Why,
Could
so
I
you
ask
can
one
sing it?
question? The only reason I jumped on the panel is because I've been hearing a lot of people talk shit about my boy Keesus on this panel. There's two people in here that talk a lot of shit about Keesus, but Keesus is on here giving giveaways. Like, what's happening with you? It's just like that's your relationship, love, hate. Like,
It's just Buck. He doesn't respect greatness, and sometimes it's
I
hard for
understand.
people to realize when greatness is in front of them.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
we really just got to play dumb with him
okay.
just so he feels included. That's the right word.
So he's sort of like the black sheep, like he's sort of off, but you guys include him because you,
Yeah.
you
It's
feel
like
bad for him.
it's like when you have a group of
Okay.
black people from the U.S. and then an African
Yeah.
comes over. Hey, he's
Wow.
Oh, it
I
is
don't know
kinda
where
weird.
This is going.
It is
kinda
a little weird.
Yeah.
Or
Especially
if
when
you
they
have
don't
a,
eat
or if you have a
cornbread.
white,
Yeah.
white family reunion and then the mixed child comes.
What is Keesus saying right now?
No, what he's saying is sort of like, dude, like when you
Like-
have a black guy that you think is
let
black,
Keesus
and then
keep
he's like
digging.
mentioning
Let
cornbread,
Keesus
and he's
keep
like,
digging. What
I
you say
never
about the
had
white
it.
family and the mixed kid?
No, I'm just saying that's your position.
Fuck,
on
no,
it.
just let him go. I'm trying to just get as much. I'm just trying to get as
Hey,
much.
make sure you
from-
follow KashDaGemini YouTube channel. That's what we're on right now. Actually, no, we are supported and sponsored by Constructive Outrage. If you need that spelled, it is
really?
under Crippler's name right now.
As long as I get money, y'all can say whatever y'all say. We don't censor.
Hey,
Hey, give us.
make sure you guys
You
follow the
sponsor.
Facebook group, the Cashing Out Collecting Community group. Trying to grow the group. Appreciate you guys, man. Share some pictures in there. Again, I'm gonna be asking at least one person every week to come on as our sixth panel member. Trying to keep it to 5 and leave that open sixth
Maybe
spot
Buck
open
can come on
possibly.
time, and Danny can
I
actually
think that's.
show up.
Yeah.
I think that's a good.
Hey, Danny, no more Chinese New Year, Danny.
And
Come on,
Matt
no
not
more
be
Chinese New Year.
asleep.
Yeah, Matt is. I don't know. Matt is somewhere. It's all good, man. Short
One thing
notice.
I would ask is like, has anyone been able to witness any of this greatness Thesis was talking about? I don't see it. All I see is a man with a
Let me try
durag
to observe it. Can you make him
in a
big, please?
poorly lit
I'm
room.
at pause, but
Hold on.
Okay, let me see.
Hold on.
His nose is interesting.
Look at those anime pieces up there.
Look at those anime pieces up there. I don't see no anime pieces in your
Look
comment.
at the anime pieces up there. You see them.
I see a crappy Silver Surfer, a crappy Daredevil, a crappy Itachi. A crappy,
Now, why would you lie like that, Buck?
Crappy Kaneki.
Why would you lie like that?
Crappy Sasuke.
Why would you lie?
One
Why
of
would
the
you lie like
worst
that?
characters in all the anime, Deku.
Oh, also, I'm selling this Spider-Man right here too.
Which one?
XM 750.
Hey Keith, do you mind turning around and pointing at the XM Spider-Man real quick? Can you just turn around and point at it real quick? Real quick, can you point at it just one more? Turn around real quick, just one more time.
Why? No, I did it.
Buck chose violence tonight. What up?
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Shout out Dave Chappelle.
Hey, what you say about the wife?
How dare you use a Dave Chappelle me? You know what? I got it. Now I'm gonna make a whole skit on you, Cash.
Oh wow.
Yo,
hey,
you
but all jokes aside, man, definitely follow the Facebook group, Cash and I Collective Community Group. Appreciate that. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. I thank you guys for coming, man. I really, really do. Keesis, any last words? And when can we expect another episode of the Keep Up?
You're welcome. Keep up for blessing you with me being on this live today.
Wow.
Also, podcast is being recorded tomorrow, and Monday it should be out.
Okay, cool. Hey, if you ever want to, you can invite Carlos on here. If he would ever want to.
Carlos, he talked to me. He said he'll never be on
Oh, wow.
a program like this one. I don't know what he meant by it, but he's
in one of the groups. I don't know which one. I added him to one of the groups. He's in one of them. I don't know which one.
He said DCX is the only group he respects, so it's probably that one.
What the hell? The King Cornbread?
The King of Cornbread Crew.
What the
I
hell?
didn't even know.
Some nice guy.
Oh
man. How in the hell y'all have a broke boys club and my money having that's not invited? I'm still on it. Oh wow. That's crazy.
Yo, you talk about Magic City? Which one you go to? You go to Penelope's? What's your strip?
Lemon Pepper Ant.
Lemon? Is that the one in the blast? Yeah.
you know.
Lemon Pepper.
What's up, Crippler, man? Any last words for the people, man?
Nah, man. Thanks for having me. My wife is in Europe. I'm lonely. I'm by myself. So I was like, yo, I'll hop on with and mess with the homies for a little bit. I appreciate. I can't talk. I appreciate you for having me, Mr. KashDaGemini.
Yeah, hey, anytime, man. It's always fun having you on. In the beginning of the show, I was giving them like just a couple words about myself of like things that I had noticed that had changed from when I not when I first started, but when I kind of near like that last couple of weeks when I was like stepping away, and I was telling them just some of the channels that I had seen like come about or grow. The channels that came about was yourself, Collector's Table. The channels that had really grown were like Dr. Mike's channel. Then obviously like the bigger people, some of them had taken a step back or possibly changed their type of content. So you just kind of like seeing like a lot of different stuff from the sidelines, man. So it was definitely cool, man. I like the entertainment value that the COC brings, because at the end of the day, like, man, we're here to have fun.
We got nothing else.
That's
all we got. No.
I remember when I very first found the community during the pandemic, and the first stuff that I saw, was alive, and that was DCX, and it was just like, dang, like you got these people on the stream just having fun. And the first thing I thought was, bro, black people like this shit? Like, that's the first thing I like, just all just aside. Like, I'm just like black people like Joker? They're like Cyclops? No. Like, I mean, because like, where I'm from, it's like, man, you gotta, you fucking nerd. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And you know what's even like, because to take that, because I agree with you, but then it's also sort of like, if you take it and be like, dude, just people that you can be yourselves around, like just sort of like you don't have to change your voice to talk to another collector because we all speak the same language, we all like the same things, right? And so that just opens it up even more to just sort of like, yo, it's way more inclusive because collecting is the common thing that binds us. So I think that's super dope. People like Shane in Canada, and then y'all like, oh, people like myself that I could talk like myself in front of. You know what I mean? It's dope. And then when I do talk like myself in front of y'all, my community, people who are maybe not Hispanic or maybe not Black, get it because the humor is within the community. It's within the statues. It's within collecting. So I think that's what's dope too. But yeah, man.
Nah, I definitely get
but
that.
But don't put us up there like for, dude. I think we had 280, and we only like at 300 subscribers. So we didn't grow at all because we don't like we. It's just something we're not big, we're not growing, but the fact that it feels like we do make an impact, that means even more to me. So I appreciate those words.
Nah, dude. You know, I had this conversation a while back with another streamer, and you know, we were talking about just different subscriber counts and stuff like that. You know, some people will say they don't care, other people will say they do care. Me, my personality is friendly, smiley, and competitive, secretly competitive. So for me, I'll say I don't care, but sometimes I do care. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just that competitive side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not that there's a competition about it, but you know, hell, like
you
who wouldn't want to
measure the amount
like just keeping it real.
Yeah. You want to measure the amount of work you putting into the channel, and you want to make sure people are receiving it. To that extent, I agree with you. As far as growing the subscriber count, I can just go buy some right now. You know what I mean? It's like most people, a lot of people actually do that. Like, it's just something that doesn't interest me, because when you get to that point, because you got to see the number bigger, you lost the message.
But you gotta have them loyal ones, bro.
Dude, I would rather have the amount of subscribers that I have than have 2,000 plus and the same amount of views that I have per episode. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's the same time when a musician is big on TikTok for a viral moment.
Yeah.
And when they go to buy their album, they don't sell shit. You know what I mean? So it's sort of like, or they don't get the streams they need to be successful.
Yeah.
It's because a lot of that stuff, the YouTube algorithm game is something that is actually pretty nasty. And if you engage in that, to be successful, you're gonna have to do some shit. So it's sort of like, I'm not saying everybody does it, and if you could do it naturally, great. And there's some things that I could do to grow it that'll be good. I can promote people to I can spend 10 minutes in the front of the screen and be like, let's get those likes up, let's get those like ups before we move on. That'll help. It's not in my heart. It'll help.
And see, like for me, like if I do it, it'll be at the end of the show, or if I'm just in that mood where I'm like, hey, hit that like button. But for the most part, like, I do feel you, because I never want to be disingenuous or unorganic. But I say this, man, one thing that does scare me, let's say you hit 1 million, just hypothetically, you hit 1 million, right? You live streaming or even doing a regular video, like a pre-record upload. So many people was commenting, and you're like, bro, I don't even know these people. Like, I like when we come on and you're like,
you do that naturally, I would love
nice
to have
guy.
that problem. 1 million people that fuck with you like that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like you ain't gonna know these
like
people.
It won't be great, but it needs to be. If I have 1,000 subscribers, I want at least 800 views. You know what I mean? Like, I want more than half in the chat, because at the point that if I get 1,000, those are real 1,000 people versus
organic,
versus if I decide, and this is nothing against you, Keesus, because it's not about giveaways or nothing, but you can see the channels that will be like I could have been like, I could give away one of my statues or buy a statue and be like, at 500, I'm gonna give away this statue. that's gonna get me the type of people that aren't gonna really watch the show. At 1,000, I'm going to, depending on how many stay, how many go. But some might not unsubscribe after, but they not engaging with you like that, right?
That's what I'm saying.
So
yeah.
I'd rather be like I do a lot of people's shows. Some of them have way more subscribers than me, not that many more views. You know what I mean?
But you know what's crazy? Even the people with a bunch of subscribers, their live viewership is never where it should be.
That's exact because it's inflated from giveaways and it's inflated. It's not because they're not coming up with you.
Shout out to YouTube Shorts.
Shout out to YouTube Shorts. No, literally, like this is actually a good conversation to have. Like, and there's nothing wrong with doing it that way.
Nothing.
But when you having very similar viewer, like if you look all of the viewership, I think John the Everyday Collector, he probably has the best ratio of subscribers to viewership, right? And then if you look at if you look at my boy Fatal, because Fatal does a lot of hard work or whatever like that, he has so many, but his live shows, like, figure out how to get that up, because those are going to be your people. And I'm never telling these fools how to run their channel or whatever, but I want to have that gap be so tight. And the only way to do that is people subscribe because they see it and they like it. Or there's nothing wrong with reminding them to like it neither, right? You know, there's nothing wrong with reminding them to like it neither. But it's just something that maybe I do because
you know what I don't like? I don't like that YouTube doesn't. You have to go into your stuff and actually search for it. I hate that you can't see the thumbs down button. If you don't like my content, I want to know. Like, what's some of this PC 2024? Dude, if you fucking hate KashDaGemini, let me know.
I want to know who really don't like it. I want to know who's hating. I want to know, right? But yeah, no. Like KashDaGemini right now. Subscribe if you ain't subscribed.
Hey, but last before we go on the buck, I have to know Collector Con. I've been thinking about it. I really want to go to it. Yeah, StatueCon. I really want to go. I don't know. I just want to go because I didn't get to go last year. I never got to go to one of the DCX barbecues. Like just to be able to like link up with people, man. That would be so much that fun aspect is what I do like. Yeah, so
I heard Buck was going. Hey, is Nice Guy going to StatueCon? Nice Guy, you going to StatueCon? I always see one extra person that I see.
No,
okay.
I don't think Nice Guy is going, but I just think it would be cool to go, man. I'm gonna try my best to go. It would only
I would love that, dude. To meet you and hang out with you in a physical space would be freaking dope as hell.
I appreciate it, man. Fatal's gonna be there. Piggy's gonna be there.
Yo, I can't wait for like.
Bro, Chrysler, that fucking lunch dinner with Piggy, oh, that shit's gonna be live.
Oh,
baby.
You know, I'm recording him eat. I'm straight up, every time he goes to get food, I'm gonna record him. I dare it to touch, dude.
That shit's gonna get that ketchup off them French fries, son.
Cause I'm fun this up. Oh, that's all good. Nice Guy. Like you got a plan already. It wasn't in the cards, but yeah. Eventually, I hope to my goal like this year is to meet as many of you. So when I say go to StatueCon, it's for selfish reasons. I want to optimize this trip with me. Like, yo, during this trip, I got to have dinner with this person. We wilded out with this person. We did a show with this person. Like, I want to get as much as that done in one trip as possible because
for sure,
just
man.
Never know.
Can't wait. Yeah, you definitely never know, man. Buck things. Last but not least, man, what's going on with you, man? Any last words for the people?
Yeah, saying I want to put out a request to the community. Please, if anyone can help me find the greatness that Keesus was talking about, I really appreciate it. I don't know, maybe I'm just blind to it, but I just can't see.
You do wear glasses.
Yeah. No, I do. Wow. I don't know. Cash, Crippler, can you find the greatness for me? Are you able to see it?
I don't think the technology exists yet. We're probably gonna have to try in a few years, but I'll work on something. I'll work with the people at NASA and see.
It might just be us, Sam. You know, there's pieces assures us that there's greatness there.
And I want to trust them. Like I have no reason not to trust them. It's just that I just don't feel it or see it. You know, that's what's bugging me. Oh wait, there's a glimpse of it. There's a glimpse. Look at this. There's a glimpse of it.
No. I get that was just.
I was born ready, motherfucker.
That was just something in our eyes. No.
Oh my bad. It was a mirage.
I'm gonna tell you this, chat. You can't listen to nothing Buck says. I don't want to get Buck started right now because we already been on for almost 2 hours.
Is that a sign off, Buck?
But listen, chat. You see what Buck is doing right now?
Guys, come to Keesis World Collections and let's get it popping.
I'm telling you, every
time to rise up.
Every single live, Buck always turns something nasty at the end, man.
That's how you win the giveaway, guys.
Guys, the giveaway.
And just like that, there's no more giveaway. Thank you, Buck.
No.
Hey everybody, I appreciate all of you guys, man. We'll see you guys back next Saturday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I do have a Egg Studios Pokemon statue to unbox this week, as well as a Pokeball to unbox this week. One of those will be live, the other one won't, obviously. And then I might randomly go live during the week, or like I said, if I get invited, you guys might see me on a different channel. So appreciate you guys. Hey, y'all know the intro until we actually make a BBC outro. I mean, fool me once, fool me twice.
Just fool me once. Shame on you.